What could possibly be more Norwich than a collection of 138 porcelain canaries? This bird-filled cabinet was one of the more unusual items to go before the experts of the Antiques Roadshow today. Hundreds of people lugged their hidden treasures to the University of East Anglia's Sainsbury Centre, where the BBC team were filming. The show is now into its 36th series, and its host for the last 6 thinks it will continue to be popular.
Well, I think we all would like to hope that we have something at home, that would turn out to be either valuable or historically significant in some way. And lots of people do, of course, and they're blissfully unaware of it until they come along to the programme. So, I think, yes, there's an element of thinking when you see that person and suddenly this little humble object turns out to be a piece of Fabergé, thinking, maybe that could be me.
Slices of Norwich's past were analysed by the experts today, with visitors bringing along everything from pictures to pottery. Many of them were more interested in their item's history than its valuation, but all of them were keen to showcase their heirlooms.
Well, we brought along some shell cases from the First World War that belonged to my mother's uncle. He brought them back from the First. He served with the Suffolks and the Norfolks in Ypres and other places in the trenches. He was a runner. He survived. He came home. He lived until into his 80s, so I knew him well. And he brought these souvenirs back.
Well, I've brought along a picture that's been passed down from my parents. It looks like a constable. It has got a signature of constable. It's not constable, but I wish it was. And I'd just like to find out, one, if they can tell me who painted it and how much it's worth.
Well, it's a collection of porcelain canaries, and there's obviously a big Norwich theme on the canaries, and just something I've been collecting for 30 years probably, and thought it'd be a great interest to local people.
Well, it's a musical box that came through from a grandmother. She used to work in a big house in Hertfordshire, and the people of the big house used to throw things out occasionally, and this was one of the things that she threw out.
Antiques Roadshow fans are likely to have to wait until early next year to see the episodes filmed in Norwich. But they might be treated to the odd gem from Norfolk's past.
There is something there.
Well, you'd think that the local traditions of where you are would dictate the kind of things that brought along. Sometimes it does. I mean, we're just down the road, obviously, from the Coleman's mustard factory, so we may get that kind of thing. But then at other times you're surprised. Sometimes very little of that kind of ephemera or those kind of items come along. It really is potluck. We have no idea what we're going to see until we start.
So, after queuing to hear what their weird and wonderful items were worth, the golden question was, would Norwich's antique fans sell their treasures?
Oh, I'd rather give them away and sell them. I wouldn't ever sell them.
It's not for sale.
They won't be leaving. They'll be on the fireplace where they've always been.
That'll be a no then.